Deep within the vast, snow-draped expanse of North America's boreal forests, a truly magnificent creature roams. This is the Canada lynx, a wild cat that embodies the very spirit of the untamed North. Its presence is often more myth than reality for those who travel these woods. A whisper on the wind, a fleeting shadow glimpsed at the edge of vision. With its stunning silver-tipped fur, long, elegant ear tufts, and a gaze that seems to hold ancient secrets, the lynx is a symbol of wild beauty. It moves with a silent, deliberate grace that allows it to vanish into the dense undergrowth as if it were never there at all, earning its reputation as a true ghost of the forest. The mystery surrounding the lynx is a huge part of its allure. It is an animal that thrives in solitude, a master of camouflage that avoids human contact whenever possible. This elusive nature makes every sighting incredibly special, a rare gift from the wilderness. The lynx isn't just a predator, it is an integral part of the forest's soul, a living, breathing piece of its complex tapestry. Its quiet existence speaks volumes about the health of the ecosystem it calls home. When you think of the deep, silent woods of Canada and the northern United States, the image of this majestic cat, with its bobbed tail and piercing eyes, should come to mind. It is a creature of profound beauty and quiet strength. The lynx carries an air of both elegance and raw power, a perfect blend of beauty and the beast. Its thick, luxurious coat, shimmering in shades of gray, silver, and tan, provides not only warmth, but also a near-perfect disguise against the snowy, tree-lined landscape. But beneath this beautiful exterior lies a formidable predator, a survivor honed by millennia of evolution to endure some of the harshest conditions on the planet. Its story is not just one of survival, but of thriving in a world of extremes. This combination of stunning appearance and rugged wildness makes the Canada lynx one of the most captivating animals I've ever had the privilege to learn about. Exploring the world of the Canada lynx is like peeling back the layers of a great northern mystery. It is a journey into a realm of silent hunts, deep snows, and ancient rhythms of life and death. The lynx is more than just a cat, it is a barometer for the health of our planet's northern forests. Understanding its life, its challenges, and its unique behaviors helps us connect more deeply with the wild places that are so essential to us all. So, let's venture into the cold, dense woods and get to know this incredible ghost of the North, a true icon of the American wilderness. The Canada lynx is a living masterpiece of evolution, perfectly sculpted for a life in the deep, persistent snows of the North. Every single feature of this incredible cat is designed to give it an advantage in its challenging environment. Let's start with that amazing coat. It's not just beautiful, it's a high-performance survival suit. The fur is incredibly dense and long, trapping a layer of air close to the skin that acts as insulation, keeping the lynx warm even when temperatures plummet far below freezing. This thick coat also serves as brilliant camouflage, its mottled grays and browns allowing the cat to blend seamlessly into the dappled light and shadows of the forest floor, making it nearly invisible to prey and potential threats alike. Now let's look down at its feet. The lynx's paws are truly remarkable and are one of its most famous features. They are enormous in proportion to its body size, acting like natural snowshoes. These wide, fur-covered paws distribute the cat's weight over a larger surface area, allowing it to walk on top of deep snow without sinking. This is a massive advantage in the winter, enabling the lynx to move quickly and silently while its prey, and even competing predators, struggle in the deep powder. The thick, coarse fur on the bottoms of its paws also provides extra grip on icy surfaces, and protects its pads from the bitter cold. The distinctive features don't stop there. Look closely at a lynx's face, and you'll notice those long black tufts of hair on the tips of its ears. While they certainly add to its dramatic appearance, these ear tufts are not just for show. Scientists believe they function like antennae, enhancing the lynx's already superb hearing. They help to funnel sound waves into the ears, allowing the lynx to detect the faint, subtle movements of prey scurrying beneath the snow. Combined with a ruff of fur around its face that also helps direct sound, these adaptations make the lynx an incredibly effective listener, capable of pinpointing a meal from a great distance. Even the lynx's short, black-tipped tail or bobtail is an adaptation for its cold climate. A long tail would be more susceptible to frostbite, and could get in the way while navigating through dense thickets of brush and fallen trees. This compact design is efficient, minimizing heat loss and reducing the risk of injury in its rugged habitat. From its insulating fur and snowshoe paws to its sensitive ears and compact tail, the Canada lynx is a testament to nature's ingenuity. It is an animal that is not just surviving in the snow, it was born of it, shaped by it, and has become its undisputed master. The story of the Canada lynx is inextricably linked to the story of another northern resident, the snowshoe hare. This relationship is one of the most classic examples of a predator-prey cycle in the entire animal kingdom. The lynx is a specialist hunter, and the snowshoe hare makes up the vast majority of its diet, sometimes accounting for up to 97% of the food it eats. This intense focus means the fate of the lynx is tied directly to the population of the hare. It is a delicate, intricate dance that has been playing out across the boreal forest for thousands of years, a rhythm of nature that dictates the lives of both species. The snowshoe hare population naturally goes through dramatic cycles of boom and bust, with their numbers peaking roughly every 10 years before crashing. The lynx population follows this cycle in perfect synchrony, its numbers rising a year or two after the hare population booms and falling just as dramatically when the hares become scarce. During years when hares are abundant, lynx thrive. They have more kits, and those kits are more likely to survive to adulthood. The forests are alive with these ghost cats, successfully hunting and raising the next generation. It is a time of plenty, a feast that fuels the entire lynx population. When the hare population inevitably crashes due to factors like overbrowsing of their food sources and increased predation, the lynx face a period of extreme hardship. With their primary food source suddenly gone, lynx must travel farther to find meals, often turning to alternative prey like squirrels, grouse, or even carrion. However, these other food sources are not enough to sustain a large population. During these lean years, starvation is common, and female lynx produce fewer, if any, surviving kittens. It is a harsh and brutal time, but it is a natural and necessary part of this incredible ecological cycle. This specialized hunting strategy showcases the lynx's patience and stealth. It is not a long-distance runner. Instead, it is an ambush predator, using its camouflage and silent movements to its full advantage. The lynx will often find a promising spot, like a well-used hare trail, and wait with immense patience for an unsuspecting victim to pass by. When the moment is right, it explodes from its cover in a short, powerful burst of speed, using its large hind legs to launch itself forward and its massive paws to secure its meal. This intimate life-or-death dance between the hunter and the hare is the driving force of the northern forest ecosystem. The Canada lynx is the very definition of a solitary creature. Outside of the brief mating season and the period when a mother is raising her kittens, these cats lead lives of quiet seclusion. They are territorial animals, with males maintaining large home ranges that can span dozens or even hundreds of square miles. A male's territory will often overlap with the smaller territories of several females, but direct interaction between them is rare. This solitary lifestyle is a strategic adaptation to their environment. By spreading out, they reduce competition for their specialized food source, the snowshoe hare, ensuring that each individual has a better chance of finding enough to eat. Because of this reclusive nature, seeing a Canada lynx in the wild is an incredibly rare and unforgettable experience. They are masters of staying hidden. Their excellent camouflage, combined with their preference for moving during the low-light hours of dawn and dusk, makes them exceptionally difficult to spot. They navigate the dense forest with a ghostly silence, their large, padded paws making hardly a sound on the forest floor. They are acutely aware of their surroundings and will almost always detect a human's presence long before they are seen, melting away into the underbrush without a trace. This elusiveness adds to their mystique and makes them a prized sighting for wildlife enthusiasts. A lynx's life is one of constant movement within its vast territory. They are not sedentary animals, they are perpetual wanderers, patrolling their domain in search of their next meal. Using a network of familiar trails, they methodically cover their ground, their keen senses on high alert for the slightest sign of a snowshoe hare. This nomadic existence is dictated entirely by the availability of food. During the lean years of the hare cycle, a lynx may be forced to travel even greater distances, sometimes moving into new, unfamiliar territories in a desperate search for sustenance. Their lives are a constant journey, a silent patrol through the deep woods. The mother lynx is the one exception to this solitary rule. After mating, the female will find a secluded, protected den, often in a log pile or a thicket of dense brush, to give birth to a litter of 1 to 4 kittens. For the next 10 months, she is a devoted and protective mother, teaching her young the essential skills of survival. She alone is responsible for hunting and providing for them, a monumental task in the harsh northern wilderness. The kittens will stay with her, learning how to hunt, hide and navigate their world until the following spring, when they will disperse to begin their own solitary lives as the silent wandering ghosts of the forest. While the Canada lynx is renowned for its silent, ghost-like presence, it is capable of producing a sound so shocking and otherworldly that it can stop you in your tracks. For most of the year, the lynx is a creature of profound quiet, but during the late winter and early spring, the silent forest can be shattered by its startling vocalizations. This isn't the majestic roar of a lion or the growl of a tiger. Instead, the lynx unleashes a hair-raising scream that sounds like a cross between a human shriek and a demonic cat fight. It is a long, drawn-out, and often wavering cry that can be incredibly unnerving to hear echoing through the dark, snowy woods. This bizarre and terrifying sound is most common during the annual mating season, which typically occurs in February and March. The silent forest transforms into a stage for a dramatic vocal opera. Both male and female lynx use these calls to communicate with each other over the vast distances of their territories. The screams are a way of announcing their presence, their readiness to mate, and their location. Imagine hearing that chilling cry on a cold, moonlit night. It's a sound that connects you directly to the raw, untamed nature of the wilderness. It is the sound of an ancient ritual, a primal call that ensures the continuation of their species. The sound itself is difficult to describe adequately. It often starts as a low growl that rapidly escalates into a high-pitched, piercing scream. It can be followed by a series of shorter, caterwauling mews and moans. Often one lynx will call, and another will answer from a distance, creating a chilling duet that echoes through the trees. For anyone unfamiliar with the sound, it can be mistaken for a person in distress, and it has likely been the source of countless local legends and ghost stories about mysterious cries in the night. It is a vocalization that truly embodies the beast part of the lynx's beauty and the beast persona. Beyond mating, these powerful vocalizations can also serve as a territorial warning. A resident lynx might use its scream to signal its presence to any intruders, a clear message to other lynx that this area is already claimed. This helps to maintain the spacing between these solitary animals, reducing the potential for conflict over resources, especially during times when food is scarce. So while the lynx spends most of its life in stealthy silence, its scream is a vital tool for communication, a startling, unforgettable sound that rips through the quiet of the north and reveals the wild heart of this incredible cat. The Canada lynx is far more than just a beautiful and mysterious predator. It is a keystone species, meaning it plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of its entire ecosystem. Its very presence shapes the world around it. As the primary predator of the snowshoe hare, the lynx helps to regulate the hare population, preventing it from growing so large that it devastates the vegetation. Without the lynx, hare populations could explode, leading to the overbrowsing of young trees and shrubs, which in turn would affect the entire structure of the forest and the other species that depend on that vegetation for food and shelter. This regulatory role creates a ripple effect throughout the food web. By keeping hare numbers in check, the lynx indirectly helps plant species to thrive. This in turn benefits other herbivores that might compete with hares for food. Furthermore, the carcasses of lynx kills, particularly larger prey or leftover portions, provide a vital food source for a host of scavengers, from wolverines and foxes to smaller creatures like martens and even birds like the Canada jay. The lynx is, in a very real sense, a provider for its community, ensuring that energy is cycled efficiently through the ecosystem, from the top of the food chain down. The lynx also serves as an important cultural symbol for many indigenous communities and people who live close to the northern wilderness. In many traditions, the lynx is seen as a creature of power and mystery, a keeper of secrets. Its elusiveness and silent nature have led to it being regarded as a spirit animal, a guide that walks between the seen and unseen worlds. Its ability to thrive in such a harsh environment makes it a symbol of resilience, patience, and adaptability. These cultural connections highlight a deep respect for the lynx and its integral role in the natural and spiritual landscape of the North. Because the lynx is so highly specialized and sensitive to changes in its environment, it acts as an important indicator species. The health and stability of the lynx population can tell us a great deal about the health of the boreal forest itself. If lynx populations are struggling, it is often a sign of broader environmental problems, such as habitat fragmentation, the impacts of climate change on snowpack, or disruptions to the snowshoe hare cycle. By monitoring the lynx, scientists can gain valuable insights into the condition of this vast and vital wilderness, making the lynx a crucial barometer for the well-being of our northern ecosystems. Despite its incredible adaptations and resilience, the future of the Canada lynx is facing serious challenges. This magnificent cat is confronting a world that is changing faster than ever before, and its survival depends on our ability to address these threats. One of the most significant dangers is habitat loss and fragmentation. The vast, unbroken tracts of boreal forest that the lynx needs to roam and hunt are being cut down and divided by logging, mining, road construction, and urban expansion. This not only shrinks the lynx's home, but also creates barriers that prevent them from traveling between areas to find food and mates, isolating populations and making them more vulnerable. Climate change poses another profound and complex threat to the lynx's existence. The lynx's entire life is built around snow. Its competitive advantage, those big snowshoe-like paws, disappears in environments with less snowpack or harder, crustier snow. As winters become warmer and less predictable, other predators like coyotes and bobcats, which are not as well adapted to deep powder, can move farther north into the lynx's territory. These competitors can often outhunt the lynx in low snow conditions, putting immense pressure on its ability to find food and survive. The very foundation of the lynx's evolutionary strategy is being undermined by a warming planet. The delicate balance between the lynx and the snowshoe hare is also being disrupted. Climate change can affect the vegetation that hares rely on, and it can also impact the hare's camouflage. Snowshoe hares change their coat color from brown to white in the winter to blend in with the snow. As snowfall becomes less consistent, white hares can be left exposed on a brown, snowless landscape, making them easy targets for all kinds of predators. Any disruption to the hare population has an immediate and devastating impact on the lynx that depend on them. The intricate dance these two species have performed for millennia is now at risk of falling out of step. Protecting the Canada lynx means protecting the wild, sprawling wilderness it calls home. It requires a commitment to responsible land management, the creation of wildlife corridors that connect fragmented habitats, and meaningful action to combat climate change. The lynx is a symbol of all that is wild, beautiful, and untamed about our northern landscapes. Its survival is a test of our own commitment to preserving the natural world for future generations. By working to ensure the ghost of the forest continues to roam its snowy domain, we are not just saving a single species, we are acting as guardians for an entire, fragile ecosystem.